We're in Buffalo, where a community is standing strong. 2 days after that horrific attack, it claimed 10 lives, all of them black. President Biden is coming here tomorrow. The impact of the shooting resonating throughout the country. But here, the attack is all too real. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
This chilling new video showing the chaotic scene moments after a gunman killed 10 people and injured 3 others at this Tops supermarket on Saturday. Authorities say this was a racially motivated mass shooting.
This is an absolute racist hate crime. This is someone who has hate in their heart, soul, and mind.
How many more shootings will the African-American community have to endure before we take domestic terrorism serious?
The deceased, all of them black, range in age from 32-year-old Roberta Drury to 86-year-old Ruth Whitfield, who was killed after visiting her husband at a nursing home nearby. Their unimaginable grief visible at a press conference today with family attorney Ben Crump.
This was an act of domestic terrorism perpetrated by a young white supremacist.
Mrs. Whitfield's son, Garnell Whitfield, was Buffalo's former fire commissioner.
We're devastated. We're devastated. We're a very close family. We're a very, very close family. And my mother was the glue that held us all together.
His parents were married for 68 years.
I will remember my mom as the strongest person I've ever known. My mom loved us unconditionally. She supported us unconditionally.
The gunman's attack that killed Ruth Whitfield and 9 others began at approximately 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday.
Active shooter at the top. There are still shots being fired.
The shooter opening fire as soon as he got out of his car, striking 4 people in the parking lot, killing 3, and then storming the store.
Contact homicide. We have bodies down here.
He shot a woman, he shot a deacon, he shot another woman, and then he went in the store and started shooting again.
Inside the store, Fragrance and her 20-year-old daughter were working the same shift.
We heard gunshots. Everyone in the front end stopped moving. We all looked towards the front door.
Fragrance running away from the gunman, her daughter crouched down behind a register, trapped there.
I turned around, she wasn't there. And I said, "Where's my baby? Has anyone seen my baby? Where is she?" I didn't know where she was.
Fragrance didn't know if her daughter survived until the shooting stopped.
She was there for all the rest of the shooting. The whole time she was in there.
I cried a lot. She would not let me go.
I wouldn't let her go.
At all. I'm like, "Mom, I need to breathe." She did not care as long as I was breathing next to her.
Officials say the gunman had an assault-style rifle and was wearing body armor and a tactical helmet. Retired police officer Aaron Salter Jr., who was working as a security guard at the store, fired multiple shots, hitting the suspect. But the gunman's body armor protected him, allowing the assailant to return fire, fatally shooting the guard moments later.
He cared about the community. He looked after the store. He did a good job. You know, he was very nice and respectable.
I can't say enough about our retired fellow colleague, Aaron Salter, who confronted this individual to save the lives of others.
Salter's battle with the gunman allowing others to escape.
I'm going to remember him as a person that I thought he was going to change the world. And now he'll be just remembered as a person that saved lives. And I know people in this city will never forget what he did.
Officers arriving on scene just 1 minute after the first 911 call. But in that time, the shooter fired about 50 shots. Police say he had several more guns and high-capacity magazines in his car, and he planned to continue his spree before he was taken into custody.
It appeared that his plans were to drive out of here and then continue driving down Jefferson Avenue, looking to shoot more black people, as he put it.
Hate crimes don't just affect an individual, they terrorize an entire community. And the trauma that they induce when loved ones literally are murdered in the places where they shop it leaves a lasting impact on the community.
The alleged gunman seen here in court Sunday was identified as 18-year-old Payton Gendron.
I understand my charges.
He's charged with one initial count of first-degree murder and being held without bail. His public defender pleading not guilty for him. He bought the gun used in the shooting legally.
He was free to walk into a gun shop and purchase the Bushmaster XM15 assault-style rifle that police said was used here in the shooting. This was no ordinary rifle, though. Payton Gendron allegedly tricked it out with writings, the names of other mass shooters that he admired, that he took as inspiration.
ABC News also obtaining a new 589-page document appearing to show how the 18-year-old suspect carefully planned the attack at least 2 months before. According to the document, Gendron visited the supermarket back on March 8th, where he was questioned by a security guard at the store. The document also included sketches of the supermarket, outlined different aisles, and how he would navigate around quickly. Police say Gendron drove 200 miles from his home in Conklin, New York, to the store again on Friday, one day before the shooting, to conduct reconnaissance.
And when I saw him walking out of Tops,
a customer says he spoke to the suspect that Friday, talking about critical race theory.
That day he asked me, "Are you going to be here tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah," because he came back here to the same spot where I bought him something to drink and shot people to look like me. And would have shot me if I was standing there.
The alleged shooter also had a history of violent threats at school. Despite this seemingly normal photo of the suspect riding in his high school's graduation parade, authorities say that in the days before, Gendron was assigned to write a paper about his plans. He referenced committing murder-suicide. The school called the state police.
The individual was brought in for a mental health evaluation. He was evaluated and then he was released.
There was an investigation, but no charges were ever filed.
Once he was released, there's really nothing more our system allows the authorities to do. There's really no mechanism to follow up and track someone like Payton Gendron.
Former classmates Nathan Twitchell and Cassandra Williams describing Gendron as quiet and shy.
He was just this quiet, smart kid that I wouldn't think could be able to do anything like what he did yesterday.
But one thing about him did stick out.
Once COVID hit, he wasn't ever really at school, other than once, right when we came back, he showed up in like a hazmat type suit.
Full hazmat suit.
What was your reaction to that?
I mean, everyone was just staring at him.
Investigators believe the suspect may have consumed white supremacist ideology online, even posting a 180-page document laying out his plan for the rampage. That document fixated on replacement theory, a white supremacist conspiracy theory that non-whites will replace white people.
It's very clear that he was influenced and radicalized by what he found online. There's no question that white supremacy is now long regarded by law enforcement authorities as the single most deadly terror threat to the homeland.
Tonight, a community mourning a devastating loss, while leaders fear an increasing existential threat to America.
The threat of white supremacy is not only a threat to the black community, it's a threat to our democracy. That's not about any one community. It's about all of America, all of society. It's about our democracy.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.